Hey, it's Dan Lier, NBA Analyst, and welcome to Week 2 of the NBA 2012 Playoff Review. Well, let's start in the Eastern Conference, and we'll go with the Celtics Hawks series. Well, yesterday the Celtics cruised in Game 4 to take a 3-1 lead over the Hawks. Paul Pierce had 24 and Rondo had 20 points, 16 assists as the Celtics came out sizzling and shot 63% in the first half on their way to putting up 90 on the Hawks through the third quarter to welcome Al Horford back to the lineup. It's really amazing that the Celtics are up 3-1. With the Rondo suspension and Ray Allen being out for 2 games with the ankle sprain, they're really coming together nicely as a team, and I look for them to roll on the series. KG's having a monster series, 17 points, 9 rebounds a game. Paul Pierce is averaging 23, and Rondo putting up Rondo-like numbers of 19 points, 10 assists. The Hawks, on the other hand, just like I said before, they're listless, they're gutless, they have no energy. They had a chance to come out when Rondo was out and win a game. They came out flat, and the Celtics came back and won. That was a turning point of the series. They've got, if they don't get anything in the transition game, the Hawks have got no continuity in the half-court set. It's all isolation, and if Joe Johnson's not hitting, they've got nothing. They're forcing everything. Look for the Celtics to win Game 5 and move on in the series. All right, next we'll talk about the Pacers Magic. Well, the series is tied at 2-2, which is surprising to me because the Magic obviously don't have Dwight Howard. Quite frankly, it's a boring series. Neither team is playing well. Indiana's going to win the next game, next 2 games, I should say, and they're going to move on, take care of the Magic, and then of course the Magic have their own problems coming up this summer. But Indiana Pacers are going to move on and play the Heat in the next round. Look for Indiana to take it from here. All right, let's talk about the Heat and the Knicks. I predicted a sweep for love. For some reason, Miami decided to let New York win a game. And the games are really boring, quite frankly. They're boring. Last game was interesting only from a LeBron-Melo perspective, trading baskets back and forth towards the end of the game. But oddly enough, as the game was on the line, last possession for the Heat, the best player in the game, LeBron James, is standing in the corner while Dwayne Wade is attempting to make something happen and forces up a bad shot. That might, the Heat need to learn from that, because going down the stretch, whoever they play in the West, whether it's the San Antonio Spurs or the Oklahoma City Thunder, they're going to have to execute better going down the stretch. So anyway, the Heat are going to win the next game, close this thing out, put New York out of their misery, both their players, their coaches, and the fans. LeBron's having a fantastic series, averaging 28 points, 6 boards, and 5 assists, the best player in the league. Miami's going to win Game 5. Series is over. Let's move on. All right, with the last series in the Eastern Conference, it's the #1 seed Chicago Bulls against #8 seed Philly. Wow, this is a shocker. Even though with the injuries with the Bulls, D Rose going out and then Noah going out in Game 4, I still felt the Bulls had enough to win. Hawes put up 22 and Drew Holiday put up 20 as the 76ers took a commanding 3-1 lead against the #1 Chicago Bulls. The Bulls are obviously shorthanded, and Noah's going to miss Game 5 as well. Boozer's putting up some workmanlike numbers, 15 and 8, and Hamilton's chipping up 13. But Philly right now is just too much. Drew Holiday's putting up 20 points, 5 assists a game, and Turner, out of nowhere, is coming in with 14. Between Andre Iguodala, Elton Brand, and Haas, they've got a lot of beef down there. And Drew Holiday's playing well, Turner's playing well, and Lou Williams, he's coming out and he's doing a great job. Here's my bold prediction. I feel the Bulls still have enough to pull this off. They're going to regroup, they're going to come back, they're going to win 3-2, they're going to tie it at 3-3, and the Bulls are going to win in 7. Bold prediction, but they've got enough. They need to get a little life back. They need to steal this next game. If they get Noah back, they're going to get some life because they're not playing well at all. They're struggling, they're not getting good shots, they're averaging 10 points a game less during the playoffs than in the regular season. I look for the Bulls to turn this around. That's my bold prediction. Bulls in 7.